All right, new Bannerota map is out and it's looking stacked. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So version 6.3 banner updates are coming in one by one, and we now have confirmations for the upcoming phases and banner lineups. So let's break it all down properly. But before that, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and a quick word for our sponsor. You can actually save up to 25% on latest banners through Lootbar. Personally, I lost my 50/50 and I just bought the 6,480 Genesis Crystals pack for $76 instead of $100. That's an instant $24 saved. Not only the discount, but the top-up process couldn't be easier. I entered my UID, selected my server, and within 2 minutes, the crystals arrived in my account. Plus, the double bonus for first-time purchases has been refreshed with the anniversary, so you can take advantage of that too. With over 100,000 satisfied users with 5-star rating, it's really my go-to choice for both personal top-ups. And here's a bonus. New users get an extra 10% discount, while returning users can save up to 5%. You can find the link in the description below or in pinned comments, so don't miss out. Now, for version 6.3, starting with Phase 1, we have Columbina and Nouvellette. Yes, double hydro banners in the first half. This has now been confirmed by multiple trusted sources and is further supported by the upcoming Spiral Abyss blessings focusing on charged attack damage, which perfectly aligns with Nouvellette's kit. This was already expected by many players, especially since Nouvellette's skin is scheduled for the second half due to Lantern Rite promotions, making his rerun in Phase 1 essentially locked in. Moving to Phase 2, after multiple earlier changes and reorders, the banner lineup is now shaping up to be Enefa and Zebai. Zebai, in particular, is turning out to be one of the strongest DPS characters released so far, currently outperforming several meta units like Skirk and Varka in raw damage output. And if you haven't seen her full kit yet, just let me know. I'll put a detailed video on her kit and Iluga, where I will cover Zebai's mechanics, best teams, and all the updated DPS calculations. Apart from banners, Lantern Rite will be in the second phase, which will bring Nouvellette's premium skin, and it will be a 5-star skin, the second ever after Deluxe, featuring full 5-star visual effects. We will also receive a Yao Yao 4-star skin for Lantern Rite, which will be completely free to claim. As usual, we will get 10 pulls via the in-game mail system, plus another 10 pulls from the 7-day login event. This version will also include a new map expansion, making 6.3 a stacked patch with insane banners and rewards at the same time. Now, moving on to version 6.4. This patch is expected to finally bring Varka, an Anemo Claymore DPS. According to early sources, he will be a Hexen Circle member, which means he's expected to have incredible synergy with Durin and other Hexen Circle members like Venti, Klee, Albedo. As mentioned previously, he's being heavily marketed as the strongest Nodcry DPS, although nothing is fully confirmed yet. For reruns in 6.4, we are expected to get Skirk, Mavwika, and Escoffier. Yes, all of the big names back to back. Skirk and Escoffier have not received their first reruns yet, and Mavwika is expected to return as part of the Archon rerun cycle to maintain the release flow. For players planning to pull 2 or even 3 units in this patch, I strongly suggest starting to save right now. Unlike version 6.3, this patch will not be as stacked in free rewards. We are still expected to get another map expansion, likely set in Mondstadt, but according to leaks, a northern port area will be added, which directly connects towards Snezhnaya. This means the story is entering its final arc, and major lore progression is underway. Moving into version 6.5, this patch is currently being labeled as a filler patch. We are expected to get a Raiden Shogun Archon rerun, followed by either Flynn's or Lauma as the returning Notcry unit. Regarding new characters, we are expecting the Snow Maiden to join as an Anemo unit, most likely introducing the long-awaited lunar swirl reaction. This would be perfect timing following Varka's release and is expected to create insane synergy with Columbina, Varka, and even Flynn's while potentially reshaping the swirl reaction entirely. She is expected to be the highlight of this patch. We are also rumored to receive another new 5-star character in version 6.5. However, this unit is expected to join the standard banner after her debuted banner ends. We currently have limited information on her kit, so stay tuned for future updates. Despite being labeled a filler patch, version 6.5 may end up featuring 2 new characters alongside 2 reruns, making it far more impactful than expected. Now, coming to version 6.6, this is where things become extremely interesting again. We are finally expected to get Nicole as a pyro character. Her vision was fully shown in previous live streams, and based on established lore as well as the leaked 3D render of her design. Now, she is one of the original 8 witches and a survivor of the angel race created by the Heavenly Principles. She is shaping up to be a broken unit. As one of the founding member of the Hexen Circle, she is expected to be one of the strongest pyro characters ever released, with extensive synergy alongside Durin. All information points toward her being designed as a mono-element core unit. This makes perfect sense since pyro already dominates melt and vape metas via characters like Movwika. There is little reason to introduce another reaction-based DPS, pushing her toward mono-element setups instead. This design direction also massively increases the value of supports like Kazuha, Xylonen, and Durin, all of whom are already top mono-element enablers. Apart from Nicole, we are expecting at least 1 Notlin rerun, and all signs currently point to Kinich. He received an early rerun compared to other Notlin characters and has one of the strongest fan followings in that region. We also expect 1 surprise rerun, potentially Kazuha again, or even Emily. For the final rerun slot in this patch, it is likely to be either Flynn's or Lauma, depending on which receives their rerun earlier. Now, finally, the second massive story event following version 6.3 is expected to occur in version 6.7, where we anticipate the introduction of Sandrone as a Geo DPS. She is expected to be the final major lead-up character before the Snezhnia arc, and according to multiple sources, this patch will change Genshin's lore forever, delivering some of the largest narrative revelations yet, including major truths about herself. Sandrone will arrive as a DPS unit and is currently being predicted as one of the strongest damage characters in the game, though concrete kit details remain limited. Seeing the timeline, it makes sense that she is being held for a major lore patch rather than earlier versions. As for banners, Sandrone is expected to appear in Phase 1 alongside reruns of Nodcry units like Durin, while Phase 2 is likely to feature Columbina's first rerun alongside another Nodcry character, or possibly even another one of Hoyowaver's signature surprise banners, similar to what we saw previously with Shenhe. As for version 6.8, we do not have any confirmed lineup yet. However, if something is added during that patch, we could potentially expect a Fontaine Chronicles banner and the introduction of a new face, but as of now, nothing has been confirmed. And for those wondering about Alice, she is looking more likely to remain a non-playable character, especially with Sandrone appearing to take her narrative role going forward. But in my opinion, she will be playable in coming future, mostly after the Nodcry era ends. Now, as always, we are still several months away, and everything is subject to change over time, so do take it with a grain of salt. Keep in mind, the main purpose of this video was to give you a clear idea of what to expect across upcoming versions, and all details are subject to change as development continues. I hope this was clear and gave you a good idea about the future banners. Well, if that's so, then do like, hype, and subscribe to my channel to catch all the latest Genshin updates. Until then, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!